Imagine a world where the sun's warmth is no longer a guarantee, where scientists, in a desperate bid to combat climate change, consider dimming the very source of life. This isn't science fiction, it's a reality we're inching toward. Welcome to Inspired Risk, a production company dedicated to raising awareness and empowering people to protect and serve as guardians of the natural world and its wildlife. Recently, the UK's Advanced Research and Invention Agency, ARIA, allocated £50 million, about $66 million, to explore solar geoengineering. These projects, set to be announced within weeks, may include outdoor field trials. Scientists are preparing for small, controlled experiments to test techniques like stratospheric aerosol injection and marine cloud brightening, methods designed to reflect sunlight and cool the earth. Supporters argue that the lack of real-world data justifies outdoor testing, but critics warn that even small-scale experiments could open the door to large-scale interventions with unknown consequences. But the truth is, SRM doesn't fix the root cause of climate change. It masks the symptoms, like rising temperatures, while greenhouse gases continue to build up. Oceans keep acidifying, ecosystems remain at risk. It's a band-aid on a bullet wound. Altering sunlight could disrupt rainfall, trigger droughts, and shift monsoons, especially in vulnerable regions. Food production, water supplies, even the ozone layer could be impacted. We are talking about unpredictable side effects with potentially catastrophic consequences. There is evidence that sunlight-reflecting aerosols can cool the planet, like the bright cloud trails left behind by shipping emissions, or the 2014 Icelandic volcanic eruption that released sulfur dioxide. But this comes at a cost. When international rules curbed sulfur emissions from ships in 2020, global warming accelerated. These chemical effects, while unintentional, show how sensitive Earth's climate is to atmospheric manipulation. Even scientists admit they're moving fast. Some suggest these technologies could be scaled globally within a decade. And who decides how far these experiments go? Who ensures the testing is safe, ethical, and transparent? In the wrong hands, or simply due to human error, the damage could be irreversible. And if it all goes wrong, who pays the price? Not the politicians, not the billionaires, you and I will, the average person across every continent. We cannot forget the reason life exists on this planet in the first place is because of the sun and the planet's proximity to it. Of all things in existence for us to be trying to alter, the sun, the thing that gives life to our planet, must not be it. To do so is pure insanity. This is bigger than science, bigger than politics. Hell, it's even bigger than humanity itself. It's all of life on this planet. We deserve a voice in deciding whether we take this gamble. Relying on SRM might even reduce the urgency to cut emissions. If there's a quick technological fix, why bother changing? That's the moral hazard. Complacency that delays real action. And once we start, it's hard to stop. If SRM is ever halted suddenly, temperatures could spike dramatically, a phenomenon known as termination shock. And the consequences? Catastrophic. Plants and animals evolved under stable sunlight. Change that balance and photosynthesis, crop yields, and entire ecosystems could collapse. The long-term effects? We simply don't know, and that should terrify us. Other ideas include seeding cirrus clouds to let more heat escape Earth's atmosphere. Scientists already observe accidental climate effects from jet fuel and aircraft contrails. These aren't hypothetical, they're happening. But scaling these interventions intentionally raises urgent questions. Do we truly understand the chain reaction we're about to trigger? Has it really come to this point that it's not even about climate change denial anymore? It's now about the causes and us being unwilling to change. We would literally prefer to dim out the sun than to stop eating meat, to stop burning down the Amazon rainforest, rather than transition into renewable energy. How can humanity be this stupid? There is a better path. Real solutions exist. Cut emissions, transition to renewables, end factory farming, protect natural ecosystems. We don't need to dim the sun, we need to change our ways. ARIA says it will also fund public opinion studies because they know this debate isn't just about science, it's about consent, and it's about trust. The public must not be sidelined in decisions that affect every corner of the globe. Humanity has a right to say, no, we won't dim the sun to delay responsibility. Because let's be clear, this isn't about saving the planet, it's about not being willing to change. So people can keep eating meat like nothing's wrong. So politicians can keep denying climate change without repercussions. So billionaires can keep getting richer while pretending to play climate savior. Meanwhile, CO2 keeps piling up, oceans acidify, ecosystems collapse, and we're told to just dim the sun. Yeah, that makes sense. And of course, not everyone would get the same outcome. Some nations might cool off, others could fry. Who decides what's fair? This isn't climate justice, it's climate roulette, rigged by the powerful. Geoengineering gives polluters a license to keep polluting and gets them applause for it. We're not talking side effects, we're talking ecological collapse. So let's be honest, this isn't a climate plan. It's a way to delay change, protect profits, and sell a sci-fi solution to a very real crisis. It's not bold, it's cowardly. Let's not gamble with the future of life on Earth by trying to control it. Has that not been a lesson we've learned already? We need to protect it, and in doing so, protect ourselves. If you're willing and able, here are just some actions you can take for conservation, climate change, and animal welfare.